Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Endless Space 2 on the Reawakening Update. I'm JC Proton and this is Series 10, Episode number 25. We are picking up at turn number 63 and we're playing a standard faction of the United Empire on endless difficulty in a normal speed game. In this episode, we are going to be doing battle again with the Betrayers. And this is the third and final ship in the quest series, Thieves and Traitors. So hopefully we'll defeat them, which I'm pretty sure we will. And we should get the quest reward ship, which if memory serves correctly is the Bastion. A large Academy carrier class ship. So that should be pretty strong. Also, we're going to find out if this deposit here, or if this curiosity here in the Craver home system at Miragashi 1, this ruins curiosity level 4 could be another deposit of virtual artifacts. And if it turns out to be virtual artifacts, that will basically lock it in that we're going to be attacking the Cravers eventually, because we're using virtual artifacts in our home and our system development upgrades, and we're going to look at that, we're at 13 and a half. Yeah, we're building up our okay, let's go ahead and find that out right now. The only ship that's there is a scout. It's a scavenger. So that's their exploration ship. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to find out right now. We'll continue exploring the galaxy and stuff. Here we go. Here we go. Moment of truth. Oh, yes it is. All right, man. Well, that's the information we needed. So they have virtual artifacts here and here and here. Now I want those virtual artifacts. And, I could put trade subsidiaries in a couple of these systems too. So that would be pretty cool. So eventually, looks like we're going to eventually be taking on the Cravers, man. And, they have some relatively beefy ships here. They're going all kinetic, at least right now. Which, Cravers tend to do that. They have all kinetic attacks, but they have mixed defenses. So, we'll look at that in more detail as we approach getting ready to attack them. It will not be something that's going to happen anytime soon. I have a lot of expanding to do prior to getting to that point. Wow, look at that. It's a lot of ships. A lot of small ships. A lot of kinetics, man. A lot of kinetics there. So, good to know. Good to know what your adversary is doing. Right. And let's go ahead and attack this here at half. Get that knocked out right here at the beginning here. Right at the top of the recording here. Alright, well, they worked twice before, so let's do the same tactic as we did before. So we're going to do power to shields. They're still the same opponent. I'm guessing he's probably going to go hard targeting him. Alright, let's see if the game remembered again. That one has shields. This one does have shields. Same. Yeah, game remembered. We're just doing the exact same deployment strategy. So, since that enemy ship has all energy attack, and it's going to primarily attack in the same flotilla lane 2. All of the ships I have in lane 2 have shields, so this should be pretty easy. So here we go. Let's see what they're going to do. Yep, hard target. There you can see his fighters. Let's just watch the pretty fireworks. Shields are down. Hoo-wee. And that's the end for them. So once again, a lot of kinetic damage. We took a little bit, but not too much. Yeah, we came through that smelling like a rose. We took a little bit of damage, not very much, man. Same as the previous battles. Academy ship where a betrayer was defeated. Okay. Academy gift. The Bastion. Carrier. 10,000 attack. 1,000 defense. 17, almost 18,000 hit points. So there's rules associated with the Bastion. You cannot use it to invade enemy systems. You can't use it, let's see. Cannot be used to invade systems when loaned to another empire. 10% extra damage on squadrons. And 10% health on squadrons. So it primarily targets other carriers and then secondarily equally attacks attackers, protectors, coordinators, and hunters. So it just spreads its fire out, I guess. Has large modules. Okay, so you can we can get to change this configuration around if we want to. So for example, this is the current loadout. Has a squadron shifter. So if I wanted to make it, say, a battleship type of thing, instead of using squadrons, let's say I wanted to go energy and guns. Okay, so that would give it three for point defense, and then both of the heavy mounts and 2 waist mounts would still be beams. So that would be good for weaponry and then defense. Armor, and then a whole bunch of shields probably. So that's really, really weak because I have such low-level military equipment. And then, well, we would go with kinetic and energy damage. And then speed would be 5, and guarantee that I'm the primary attack target. Or we could go with repair. That would be pretty strong too. But we need to put engines on it. So that would function as an engine. So in this configuration, which I would argue is better than the current configuration, you know, this would be a lot more powerful. It would do more damage, it have more defense. See, this one, you know, before the original configuration only has about 1,000 defense, 10,000 attack, and of that 10,000 attack, some of it is squadrons, right? And bombers and fighters are just really weak. They don't last very long. Like, they don't survive long enough. So, I'm inclined to not do them. So this would be this configuration. Now, if I took off all the special nodes, and I took it down to where we're not spending any of the special resources on it, then we're actually weaker on attack. Then we're actually weaker than on attack than the original design, but we're still better on defense. But we're not spending any of the Orichalcics and Quadrinics. So that's the Bastion. I'll have to think it over and figure out what I'm going to do with it. But I think I'm going to want to upgrade some military tech. I think I'm going to want to go up to the next tier here. So So let's see. If I were to do that, it would take me a very short time. I would add that one, and I would do this one for repair and recover, and I would do titanium electroplating because coordinated flak is really strong. So adding those 3 would add 4 turns to my build queue. So I think before I take the Bastion into battle, I'm going to upgrade it. But for now, my priority is definitely going to be commercial frameworks. We're going to start building our trade headquarters and trade subsidiaries. We're going to get that going. And we're going to unlock the next 3 things we're researching are going to be over here in the economy and trade quadrant. At the 4th tier to unlock our final level of system development upgrades. That's going to be a big priority to get that started because we need to complete those being built, and then we can research autonomous administration, which will need to unlock one more tech on tier 3, which we're going to do interspecies HR, and we'll get colonial rights building that will build in systems that have a lower approval, which for the most part it's going to be systems that are don't have any luxury resources. We do have a couple systems that have just strategics. So AF is one of them, AB is one of them, and I think that's it for now. But eventually, yeah, we're going to be having some systems that don't have luxury resources, and so those ones are going to need a little boost in approval since they don't have luxuries, because there's several buildings that give you bonuses from luxury deposits. All right, so let's just check these messages real quick here.
We've got a super duper proposal for you. Listen up.
Yeah, nope. I checked it off camera. It is like 90 something science, but it costs like 300 and something influence. So it's like, yeah, nope.
We hail your rational leadership.
Yep. All right, we completed the Endless Research Park and Endless World. So we were the first one to build that. So now we've got extra approval on all of our systems for 20 turns. I think it's 25 approval for 20 turns. Yep, 25 for 20 turns. So it's let's see, until turn 82, I guess is the last turn. So it'll last until just after the next election. All right. Solo quest started, Desperado. Okay, we need to go to the Atlas system. We need to bring a fleet of manpower. Or defeat their fleet. +3 influence per pulsos on a planet with strategic resources for 20 turns, or +3 manpower per pulsos. Doesn't really matter that much either way. Atlas. All right, let's see where Atlas is. Right here at Atlas. Okay. Well, we have a pretty powerful fleet. 6 command points. Let's put it in the fleet. We'll go fly up to Atlas. Let's fight their fleet just because it's experience for our leader. See, so if we take all the small ships out, I think we're still 1.2 big. Yeah. Yeah. There's a weird bug with it too. When you select the fleets you want to merge, it doesn't let you merge. So you have to take and just add it to the fleet manually. It's weird, but it's a thing. So you'll run into that in your games as well. Probably. Alright, there's our fleet. Alright, let's fly it on up here to Atlas. I'll tell you what, let's upgrade this protector. That gives it one more movement speed. Alright, let's choose to fight the fleet. Eliminate. We're not going to tolerate any opposition. We're going to crush. We're going to crush the resistance. Alright, so there's a fleet there. And our fleet is now 13,000 attack, 3,500 defense, 50,000 hit points. And the current configuration of the Bastion is all energy. It has beams and lasers. There's no guns on defense. It also has a squadron of fighters, a squadron of bombers, and another squadron of fighters. So it's 2 squadrons of fighters, 1 squadron of bombers. Energy enhancement, has some armor. And so it has 2 armor modules, 2 shield modules, a squadron shifter module, which helps fighters against, helps our squadrons against flak. So we'll see how it does. Okay, we got a new hero for recruitment. Alright, well, I'm inclined to go with the scientist. I want the Imperial, honestly. This is a Seeker. Seekers are good because they're fast. And primitives are good as administrators. And this one's a Seeker. So I have 2 Seekers, and then the Industrialist, Scavenger. Scavengers are decent governors. They're not as good as primitives, though. So I'm inclined to go with Oleg Legarin, the Guardian. He's a scientist, so I don't know that he's going to have a lot of chance of being a senator. But Guardians, they do a lot of industry, as a governor. They're good as fleet commanders in that they make very powerful fleets. They're not fast fleets though, but they do extra attack, extra defense type stuff. So they're very powerful military fleets as a fleet commander. And then this is a United Empire hero, right? So it's going to be the standard United Empire branch abilities, which do have the Prospector's Touch. So actually would be fine. I think I'm going to value speed on admirals more than like combat prowess. So I think I'm actually going to lean towards using this guy as a governor. Believe it or not. Extra science on system. Yeah, and I'm going to put him somewhere where I have strategic deposits. You know, and since he's not a overseer type, he doesn't have a bonus to luxury resource deposits, so I'll just put him somewhere where I have strategic deposits. And he'll level up and he'll add extra industry on the system. Yeah, maybe it'll be one of the systems where I have a lot of hot planets, you know, right? And then he'd eventually be my science hero. Let's see, how would he be as a science hero? On Senate, cheaper treaties. Not crazy about that. This is good, and this is fine. They all have that. The main reason to take the industrialist would be because of the United Empire's Federation government. For every hero that you have in this that's of the party that's represented in the Senate, you get an extra +1 maximum to your overcolonization. Like right now, my overcolonization has increased. I can handle up to 15 systems now because I have right now in the Senate I have the industrialists and the ecologists. And so I have an industrialist hero, and I have 2 ecologist heroes. So that adds 3 to my maximum number of that I can control. So, wow, it would be nice to get an extra +1, and I could do the same with ecologists. I know industrialist is what I'm going to keep in power, at least for a while, but I'm just going to take this guy because I want the I want his ability. I'm just going to use him as a governor. And if I rank by industrial production, AF, it's either AF or AB. They both have pretty good industry. Here I'd get extra titanium and hyperium, and here I would get extra antimatter. Antimatter's 12.5. Alright, which one has more hot planets? Well, this one's all 3 hot. Okay, that's a pretty good fit. AB3, all of them are cold. Okay, so not as good of a fit. Alright, sounds like I'm gonna put him onto the AF system where there's 3 hot planets. I'll keep it hot permanently. Our scientist guy is going to be hanging out on a hot planet. That's funny. Alright. Alright, 5 per hot on the system and +5 on the system. So Could either go 40 hot, or let's see, at AF we have how many population? 14. So it'll be 28 food, 28. So that's 56 points versus 40 points, right? All right, so we'll take the highest number of points. And then next we'll do the hot. All right. And he should level up fairly quickly here. We're going to be building a lot of stuff. That's a nice amount of industry there, 992. Olegarin. I christen the governor, Olegarin. The boost to the chance the nearest population is increasing has come to an end. How are we doing on our nearest population counts? Ooh, our Galvarin arrived. Boost. Nearest. We only had 6 nearest. Okay, I'll probably boost them off camera. We will need to buy another blue cap mold. Look at us, we're at 2.7 thousand. Marketplace. Prices are pretty steady. Blue cap mold, we can buy 1. And I'll use that to boost the nearest. Deciduous trees are cheap and Jade Onyx is cheap. Unfortunately, I don't really have a use for them, so it's not really a priority for me to pick those up. Level 3 miniaturization is complete. Let's see. I think we built a bunch of those. Yeah. So we got some level 3 modernizations completed. Colonize an ammonia planet. Terraforming planets to desert over here at BE. That must have been this one here. And we're terraforming these two as well. That's good. Populations are growing. Look at that. Rhea, AA4 Rhea. 2 nearest populations grew. So that was another change in the Reawakening update was if your food production is high enough, you can grow more than 1 population per turn. And also the inverse is true. If your food production is too low, you can lose more than 1 population per turn. That was a thing that I used to sometimes occasionally exploit, was that you could only gain or lose a maximum of 1 population per turn. So you could take the system that had the highest food production and then use that as the outpost, your colony outpost support planet or system. And, you could have theoretically, whatever, 10, 15, 20 outposts all simultaneously drawing food from that planet, from that system. And its population would only go down by 1 every turn, even though you might be supporting each of those outposts with food ships that are like, 500 or 1,000 food. So it was, I would say it was definitely a cheesy tactic. So it was a thing you could do. It very seldom came into play, but you would also see where, okay, why do I have 2,000 food, especially like playing Horatio. I've got 2,000 food production, and it's like, you can only gain 1 population per turn. So that was a cool thing that they fixed. I'm not sure how that plays for the Riftborn. with them building more population. I'm not sure. I think they can probably build more than one population per turn. I'm not sure. I'll have to play around with the Riftborn at some point and verify that change. I'm sure it's detailed in the notes of the of the update notes. Yeah, patch notes. Okay, so we completed chameleon species. So we now have Planet Cracker, which allows you to convert all of your industry into science. It only converts at a 25% rate. And we also get slag and sludge centers. So those are great. Those are great. We're going to build those everywhere where we have deposits. So right now, prior to building those, we are at 46.5 red sang, 30 void stone, 12.5 benthic gems, and 13.5 virtual artifacts. And we're going to go through and just build those things everywhere. For example, I would put them in at array of 1, and array of 3. So obviously I'm going to do that off camera to all my systems. And I'm also going to do it over here at array 4 of this. And I'll eventually be able to have Aura Calcix boosted as well. It's a really cool, cheap to build resource generation. It's +1 resource generation on all resource deposits. So it doesn't matter if it's luxury or strategic, they're fantastic. So I'm going to queue those up everywhere across the empire that I can. And next we're working on trade companies. So we're going to start getting our resource flows up, our luxury resources especially, but also our strategics. All right, we're stopping off at our friends, the Riftborn systems, to upgrade our ships where we can and make these scouts fly a little bit faster. This guy is still stuck at 0 movement. Yep. Kind of a dangerous place to be stuck, sitting in a pirate system. I might get attacked. I think I only have one more turn where I'm trapped. Alright, so we're going to be looking at a Subterranean 1, a Ruins 2, and a Subterranean 1. Alright, here we go. Jade Onyx deposit, 50 influence, and a Quadranix deposit. All right, good little system, you know. Good deposits. Looks like this guy's about out of movement. And over at Menace, there's what, 2, 3 things to see. All right. I have 1 probe left over. I'll go ahead and take a shot out here. Shiu, a patrol. Oh yeah, this guy here. He's going to guard at Ita. this guy, I want him to upgrade. Guess he'll stop by a friendly system to do that. The Lost Horatio. Yeah, you're going this way, buddy. Your fate is to go to the Craver systems and probably perish there at some point. Alright, the scout I had at Elma, I talked off camera to, again, the Unfallen and Horatio, and they are both being unreasonably demanding at what they require for peace, so they're just not interested in having peace with me yet. I now have access to drift buds. Okay, that must be from getting the, I think it was the Galvaran population. Yeah, I think it was the Galvaran population. Their preferred resource must be drift buds. So the life form O was drift buds. Interesting. Okay. Look at that. And Gigalatus. Okay. Wow. Look at that system. Ranas. Frogs, right? Look at that. You got antimatter and titanium and blue cap, Gigalatus, and drift buds. 5-planet system with 5 types of resource deposits. Wow. Well, the Unfallen should be really happy with me helping them out, revealing all those cool resource deposits that they're going to get. This fleet that's over here at Iris, probably going to head over to Lacerta. How many things are there? 3 things to explore. Okay. I know it's a little bit hard to see, but I do want to explore a little of this deep space. Alright, that's all pretty good, and he'll head over here next. Grapheus exploration. A ruins 4 on an arid. $250 influence. Okay. Don't really see anything worth sending probes out to look at. We'll just head on back to Chang. And we'll upgrade that scout to a higher speed movement and get +1 more movement out of him. I guess he'll head to Yubela too. Alright, so we're going to have kind of a lot of ships heading to the Horatio space. So we're going to have a second ship heading to the Vodiani space. And again, kind of a lot of ships here because we've got 3 here already and 3 more coming. So we're going to have kind of a lot running through here, the Unfallen, and then over to the Sophon space. So it's going to be a little bit overkill maybe with the number of scouts, but it's fine. This patrol 4, I guess he's done for his turn. He's got, he can definitely spare a probe or 2. There's only 1 curiosity over here at Tikal. So yeah, let's send a probe to Jundur and Bonnie and Trime. Just to kind of get a look at these to see if there's any defending fleets. Whoa, look what we found. Oh, that was already there. I was thinking that wasn't there and we just discovered it, but no, it was definitely there. Okay, so we have peace with the Vodiani, right? Yes, we do. Okay, so it's safe for me to go down there to Corvus. Yeah, I'm not able to upgrade where I am. I can fly down to Corvus, upgrade, and then head on out of there. And we'll explore Seganis, go up to Vorta, and then fly back down. And we'll continue exploring. All right, I'm going to run through my build queues real quick here. So right now, this is what my build queues look like before updating them with slag and sludge. After updating my build queues, this is what they look like. You see, I definitely am prioritizing the construction of the slag and sludge big time. Slag and sludge centers. So I have those queued up everywhere at this point. And I just basically put them at the top of the build queues everywhere except where I had like Aura Cal 6 or Quadronix, in which case they're a little bit further down because I'll be completing Aura Cal 6 and Quadronix in a little, let's see, 6 turns for the crust engineering for Cal 6, and then looks like 9 turns right now for gamma absorption for Quadronix. So have those pushed back a little bit further. But yeah, this is what we're doing, man. We're building out a whole bunch of slag and sludge centers. AG5 is going to be bananas. That system's going to produce so much more. I guess it's probably going to be like +5 or whatever. So anyway, that's my system build queues. You see I've got a couple of colonies completing next turn. So we're going to get some more of this new colony rule bonus goodness kicking in. So our approval will be even more bananas. And then back to Rhea. So that's where we're at, man. I guess I will see y'all in the next video, and thanks everybody for watching.